It's open.
Tried to use the blower to get you, but I still don't get these fancy Amici horns. You got a second to jaw with an old elbow?
Come in, Detective. Please shut the door behind you and have a seat.
Appreciate the hospitality, G-Man. These dogs are barking something bad. Don't know who came up with the flatfoot, but it was a real wise head.
How can I help you?
You need to get yourself a young tomato for that secretary work, Marlow. It would free you up for the more important stuff. No wonder you always look like you need to bicarbonate.
We should bring you up to speed on how things work in the 21st century, Johnson. Now, what is the station's most famous Seamus doing in my office? Looking for a freebie?
No. I've been hitting the bricks on a job for about a week now, and the client's starting to tighten the screws on the lettuce holder, being tighter on his wallet than a businessman in the 30s. Thinking a fresh set of peepers might be the pep this step needs.
Johnson, you've caught me at a very fortunate time. I have no interviews today. I just caught up on all my paperwork just now. Zeke has inspections all day. Mr. Kelly is going to be working late this evening helping the ARO scientist on the grant reporting, and Dr. Jennings has performance reports to finish filling out and won't be free until tomorrow. And for the first time since I've got down to this station, there is literally nothing for me to do at the moment. So, why not? Why don't you run what you have past me?
Oh, that's ace. It sounds Jake to me. Okay. Last week, the kid Tommy, real go-getter fellow with a too positive outlook, came to me with a job he found on the station's bulletin board. Must have picked a card right off the cork.
We don't have a message board on the station, just flyers people put up with upcoming events.
Well, the kid said he pulled it off a message board from the station.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the internet message board.
Oh. So now you all put job classifieds in the net? Seems like a loop-de-loop way to ask for wanted gigs.
No, it's part of the internet. People go, never mind. So, what's the caper you're working on?
A beau back in the States thinks his fro is stepping out on her, riding the ponies when she's got a stallion parked back at home.
Yeah, infidelity isn't always that uncommon down here. They call it having an ice husband or an ice wife.
Hey, I ain't no Father Flanagan, and I'm not here to read from the good book or throw any ing-bing on what these Joes and Janes do with the door closes and the music starts playing. But case is a case, and my client paid my fee for a week up front as a retainer, $100 a day in expenses.
Probably want to look in the inflation rate since the 40s, Johnson. What's the wife's name?
Kellogg, Renee Kellogg. She works with the DeWalt's on the cargo lines with the Moose here. Real Rosie the Riveter type. Roll up your sleeves, Betty.
We really need to get you up to speed before somebody complains, Miss Chipperfield in HR. Renee is actually associated with a suspect in one of the cases I'm working, and I happen to know a lot about her, and not just about her life down here, but back in the world.
See, I knew coming here would be like hitting the trifecta at Louis' dog tracks. What's a skinny on the broad?
Woman? We call them... all right. Normally, we keep cases we're working on confidential for as long as the investigation is ongoing. It's department policy, you understand.
Why, I savvy, Marlow, but I ain't no news hawk or fish wrapper writer. I'm just a regular mug who knows how to keep his trap tight. Well, think of it as one set of buttons chatting up another. Checking leads, that's all.
I am not sure what's more alarming. That you're picking up on how interagency information sharing works in the 21st century, or that I'm starting to understand what you're saying without subtitles. Renee Kellogg is married, no kids, a couple of misdemeanors from when she was younger, and nothing unusual this day and age. There's no banking irregularities, no substantial debt, gets decent reviews from Zeke for the past 3 seasons, and generally keeps her nose clean.
No, she pals around with?
No, not really. Who her friends on station are really isn't too important in the investigation I have going on. The sabotage of the plane that crashed or the station.
Oh, well.
What?
Taylor Miss Kellogg the last week. She and the Moose here both work the cargo lines, like I said, so it's not too difficult during shifts. When they're off, she's more cagey.
Cagey like how?
She hoofs across the station like she needs to put out a fire. Not sure how she did it, but the dame managed to shake me twice. A clean sneak. You don't tend to dust somebody unless you're up to something, and I'm willing to bet something requires slow music, low lights, sentimental journey on the old Victrola, and no dress code. So, what do you say, Marlow? We partner up on the case?
For at least today, I am free, and I will help out if I can.
Swell. Most of my cases only take a day or two to solve. Why, this one has me taken on the chin, taking way too long. I can't square with. all right? First thing we need to do is get you pinned with some decent diapers on.
Diapers?
Diapers, clothes, rags. Marlow, if you're going to be working cases as a private dick, you got to wear a dark suit and a hat. Now go change and I'll wait in your office. Maybe have a candle, look you around.
I don't have a suit down here, and the only hat I have is that early 1900s Stetson.
No suit? How do you get anything done when you're standing like a rocket at a Sunday service?
Lars is 6'8". Always wears a bright orange work jumpsuit. You are a 2.5-foot blue plush puppet that lives on his right arm. I think one of us stands out a bit more than the other.
All right, G-Man, have it your way. You're not going to win any beauty pageants today, but at least you'll draw their fire from me. Now let's get the gate downtown to a little speakeasy I know. See a little songbird that likes to tweet my ear every so often. And by the way, I don't split my fee.
Recording started.
Is that thing on now?
Yes, it's on.
Aces. So, the Fed and I went downtown to a little gin joint that recently opened. Proprietor was an old con I heard about. A fence always had one ear to the street, another ear on the needs of the locals, ready to scratch any itch. Old timer, went by the moniker Reno.
The hell are you doing?
I'm narrating what's going on.
Narrating to whom?
You don't record your actions on a daily routine for paperwork later?
Can we just go in already?
All right. I hear this place can get a bit rough. People dancing on tables and breaking chairs and others.
It was one chair, and it was a troll that did that. That was not me. As for the dancing, I just go in.
Well, afternoon there, fellas. You here to wet your whistles? How's it going, Pops? Want to have a few words with a set of gams sitting on the top of your Steinway there?
Sure thing, Rick.
Just do me a favor, will you? When you leave this time, I don't want to see any waterworks. She's a sweet kid. And she don't need getting her heart broke over a 2-bit gumshoe and a glass of empty promises. I'm just here for some info, Pops. I ain't here to dust up nothing. No third, no graveyard roses, or use 54 gauges. Just a chat.
Well, then that's fine.
And what about you, Deputy Marshal? What can I get you?
Reno, I'll just have a coffee black, please. Humming up.
Coffee? Irish it up for him, Pops. Coffee? Marlow, we're on the job here. Working the case. Need to order a snort of the local eel juice Pops has in the back.
It's 10 in the morning, Johnson.
I've got a lot of work to do with this one. Okay, practice time is over. Let's see what the dame knows. Hey, a doll face. Pipe sounding good as ever.
Take 5, fellas.
Dr. Lorenz. Wow. Your voice on stage is unexpected.
Well, I didn't hear a baboon escape from the zoo this morning. What brings you here, Ricky? So you got a new partner. Maybe this one will last more than a week before you drive him away for trying to get too close. That's your usual. Well, ain't it?
What the hell happens around here when I am gone?
No, baby. I told you from the start, we come from different sides of the tracks. This, you, me, it's fire and gasoline. Look, I'm not here to pour salt on old wounds. I'm here to ask for your help. No bum steer.
Oh, now that's rich. The great Seamus, Richard Johnson, needs the help of a... Well, you're being straight with me. No flowers, no promises of dinner and dancing as the wind-up. Just direct asking the favor. Huh. Now I know you're in a pickle. What's the grift?
No grift, Toots. Just need a few answers.
Well, then go on. You stand there much longer and Pops is gonna start charging you rent on the space.
See you down in the arches quite a bit. Sometimes coming down from the beer can, sometimes through the logistics arch from outside in the Ice Cube lab. Always soft-shoeing it to the ice alleyways. Relax, baby. I don't care about what's inside those ice alleyways. Just maybe what those beautiful baby blues saw on the way there. Maybe yesterday, say around 4 in the afternoon.
Well, I had just finished my shift in the Ice Cube lab. Wanted to take my mind off things, so I went for a walk.
A walk?
That's what I said, a walk.
Go on.
Needed to stretch the gam. While I walked back from the dark sector, cut through the logistics arch on my way inside to the station.
I know. I was outside the lodge when I saw those beautiful gams hit the lights. I also saw Renee Kellogg walk in about 30 seconds before you brightened up that doorway.
Hey, that's right. She had just come in, rounded the corner as I was headed toward the front door. She was heading upstairs.
To the L.O. Arch's office?
Yes, that's right, Deputy.
How many times a week do you hoof it down the route on your way to, other places?
2-3 times a week, and come to think of it, Renee is a fixture most of those times.
Ah, thanks, dollface. You're helping an old flatty, and as much as I'd like to give you the old up and down a bit more...
Johnson!
Oh, it's all right, Deputy. He means he'd like to look me up and down some more, not sexual copulation activities.
Maybe I will have that spiked coffee after all.
Oh, Ricky, be careful. I couldn't stand it if...
Chin up, baby. It'll take more than a gaggle of mugs of Roscoe's and garlic on the bread to keep me down. See you in the funny pages, kid. Marlow, grab that tiger milk to go. I have an inside man we need to see.
What in the ever-loving world is happening?
It's okay, Deputy Marshal. I grew up watching old 40s noir films and listening to radio shows from even earlier. My dad and brothers were all obsessed. So am I. It's really fun every couple of weeks or so to get to play off of Detective Johnson. It's almost like being back there. Back then.
And remember, Deputy Marlow, I was born in the 40s, and I still remember the late parts quite well. Well, Dr. Lorenz may have seen the reruns. I was there for the original broadcast. I feel like a kid again, playing Sam Spade or Dick Tracy, even if I'm stuck playing Pops, the shifty but well-meaning bartender. Oh, your coffee, Deputy. I didn't put any booze in it, just strong black coffee the way you always drink it. But for his sake, let's play along, okay?
Okay. Pops. Johnson, we've been here since they started their practice an hour ago. What if this contact of yours doesn't show?
Entirely possible they won't. Like I said, you stand out like a sore thumb and might rattle a cage. They ain't no thug, snitch, or mob rat looking to climb a ladder. SEAL's in a position to know everything that takes place around this icebox. Give you the inside track on the next ball game. Has dirt on which Palooka took a payoff to KO in the third round. Even who's associated with who between the bed sheets. You catch my drift? As an information network J. Edgar Hoover could only dream about.
However, because I'm here with you,
The SEAL may have swum off. The rare bird, Marlow. Hard to understand sometimes.
that's funny coming from you, Johnson. And your contact's nickname is Seal?
Wait, over there. Back door. It's cracked. Yeah, someone's waving a pocket square to the opening.
Only thing back there is equipment storage and...
The back way onto the ice. I bet they saw you with me and couldn't afford to be seen cahooting. Let's go check it out, Marlow, but, you got your heat on with you, right? Just in case.
I am armed, yes.
Okay, me too. Let's be careful.
Wait.
Shh! Don't make him rabbit. How did you get a firearm? It's square, G-man. Got a license for it, all proper and kosher. And it would have expired 75 years ago. Plus, if you're a puppet, how did Marlow? Caulk a hole for now. We can discuss it later. Here we go.
Shut the door, boys.
Miss June, you're the informant? Wait a minute. Seal. C.L. for Cheryl Lynn, who has all the inside info and gossip. I should have seen this coming a mile away. I think I'm really starting to lose it down here.
You cute little blue devil. You didn't tell me you was palling around with the deputy marshal. You boys having fun today? Hope you're playing nice with one another and not causing a rumpus. 2 peas in a pod now, right?
Yeah. We drink out of the same bottle. Make so never mind. I need you to sing all about Renee Kellogg, cargo load on the big guy's cruise, Seal.
Well now, I don't know, Mr. Johnson. This old gal in my recollection has been as shaky as drunk with the DTs during an earthquake.
Okay, don't joke here. I need a witness to get what you're on about sometimes, sister. Drop the hooey and give it to me straight.
Maybe. If something were to jog my memory.
Oh, you need a palm greased, eh? Some scratch for that itch? Why didn't you say so? Cheryl Lynn, I mean, it was so obvious. Why couldn't I have seen it?
Shush now, Shug. The adults over here need to conduct some business.
Here you go. Like you asked for. The recipe for apple fritters. Had to be sneaky about it, but found inside the old broad's work drawer in the computer room.
I'm as happy as a pig in slop with this. Gladys got the gumption to think her dog ain't never had fleas. Like the Lord himself is gonna stop on his way to the second coming for some of her apple fritters.
I mean, who else? Who else would it have been? It's...
Sometimes that woman has the same social grace God gave a rock.
I feel like I need a translator here. I'm all 6s and 7s. Just give me the skinny. Who's she chummy with?
Okay, now, y'all know I ain't one to gossip, but she likes to spend most of her free time with that so-and-so Rockefeller man, Chaz Wilford.
Wait, I got that one. A fat cat, egg and butter man. The kid who runs the numbers racket down the logistics arch. That Wilford? Am I losing it?
I mean, did I really have it? Wait a minute, Chaz Wilford. He and Miss Kellogg are...
Uh-huh, in a biblical way. And she's a married woman to boot. Now, I know the good book says I shouldn't judge, but I'm close to handing out blue ribbons for vow breaking over yonder.
Oh. Okay. How long have the two of them,
Gladys says she first saw them making goo-goo eyes at one another middle of last summer season. Wasn't until close to the end of summer the two of them started acting ugly as homemade sin.
Marlow, help me out here. It's all bunk to me.
she said Kellogg and Wolford started a romantic relationship middle last summer season, and things didn't get physical.
What are you trying out for the clergy? We're talking about pitch and woo, yeah? The old round heel, hiding Percy in the playpen?
Crude, but exactly. Just before winter started, which means...
He's probably the other hack at a taxi stand. That stands to figure, Pally.
I think our business here is done. Good working with you again, Detective. Deputy Marshal?
Miss June, why don't you go out first and we'll wait a few minutes so none of the volleyball team sees us together?
Oh, it's not worrying about being seen with you, Shook. It's about not wanting to see them out there. Them toned muscles in those shorts with no shirt, naked bodies all covered with sweat like the pirates on them fiction books I see at the grocery store checkout stands. Those young, innocent ladies who can't resist their charms. Oh, Lord, I'm going to pray hard for forgiveness on that one. All right, boys. I'll just sashay out the back door here. Need the cold air right about now.
Good kid, that seal. But an odd egg, that one. Only get half what she ever says.
Yeah. Why don't we give it a few more minutes and we'll head back to the office and think about our next steps.
Recording started.
Fine. Go ahead. Just get over with, please.
It was 1:45 when we hightailed it back to the G-Man's office in the downtown district. Had all the glitz and glamour of a barn. Hey, after the tornado scared all the animals inside and made a mess of the floor. Hey! We were all but sure we knew who Mrs. Kellogg's flip-side fellow was. What's more, the G-Man said this had a direct connect to something the feds have been investigating. We need to tie this twine to a tight little bow to get the package ready to send. Just need an address from the postman, and his last pickup was at 4 p.m. today. You done? All golden, Marlow. Now. You got a deck of Luckies around here anywhere? I'm flat. Need a gas pipe. Would you stay out of my desk drawers, please? And no, I don't smoke. It's a filthy habit. Fine. Let's just bump gums then. Figure out how we get Kellogg and Wilford to sing.
So in my investigation, while interviewing both, they both gave alibis for one another. In their statements, both said they were inside a logistics arch doing inventory work for a few hours. Said they were in each other's presence the entire time, except when Wilford had to use the bathroom for 10 to 15 minutes. Why not just say they were together the whole stretch? Not entirely sure myself. But let's assume they weren't doing inventory, but the horse on the mob, all right. I was going to say engaging in the romantic tryst. So, they were together for a bit. Wilford leaves for 15 minutes and then comes back. Why? Why that 10 to 15 minutes? Well, maybe he really did need to use the WC on the up and up. It's possible. But if he wasn't, then why be apart from her for those 10 to 15 minutes? The only thing I can come up with would be he needed to do something he didn't want her seeing. Throwing a wrench in, gumming up the works? No, the plane tampering was a few hours before this. It had already been effected. The station sabotage wasn't done until a few hours later. So what else would it have? Overalls. Say that again, Marlow? Here. Yeah, right here. Right around 3 p.m. at the start of the second shift. One of the DeWalts I interviewed said the only thing odd he remembered that day was his pair of work overalls having been stolen off his hook. It made no sense to him as everybody on Zeke's crew has them assigned by the NSF. And the only person who wouldn't have been assigned a pair would be a Beaker or a Dexter. Just like our boy Wilford. Okay, so far I savvy. But why does he need to do the old gooseberry lay on another fella's overalls? One of the other prime suspects in this investigation said she was walking by the operations office window. She had peeked inside and saw somebody in work overalls conducting what she assumed was repairs on the operations flight terminals and monitoring equipment. She didn't get a look at the person's face, just saw the overalls in a tool bag. It may have been Wilford in the stolen overalls. Why, he did the Houdini on the Chippy. He had to nick the bloomers. Okay, so how can we make it into a prosecutable case a grand jury will indict upon? Use it to get them to confess. I had an idea on that, Marlow. Have me a plan that may help me get the skinny I need to give my client the proof his wife's been playing footsie, and you the juice you need to prove the fat cat ain't nothing but a hood.
Hey, lawman, good news. Inspections ended early today, and I'm... Nope. No time for murder muppets today. I'll catch up with you and your missing kidney having ass tomorrow. Then I told you so will be on me.
Okay, first, we need to get the mark out of the LO watch. That'll be eggs in the coffee. I'll have the kid Tommy call down and have Wilford come up to the office pool. Have him say they need to look over some counts or something where the numbers don't add up, right? Once the mug is up on the station, you hire one of those microphones inside the LO office on the second floor of that arch. Then you get Kellogg on the blower. Tell he need to come back, say around 6 p.m. to go over statements on her whereabouts. Tell her something about, some things aren't making sense and you need help to resolve it. Get her to think she's in a real jam. And that kitten will run straight to her sugar daddy for help. And we'll get whatever they jaw about. I have to say, as sting operations go, I have heard worse. Okay, Johnson, we'll play this one your way this time. I'll get my gear, and if you can get Wilford out by, say, 14:30, I'll head in, install the bug, and then call Renee Kellogg afterwards. Once they meet for their daily plowing the field rendezvous, we'll monitor what's said from the office over in the VMF arch. Meet me there at 15:30? Will do. See you in a few.
Sorry I'm late, Marlow. I had to see a man about a dog.
Don't even want to know what that one means. I'm just glad you made it. Our guy just got back to his office a few minutes ago, working on something in his laptop. I made the call to Miss Kellogg and told her I need another interview this evening. Got her so nervous, she was stammering at the end of the call. Your plan, Johnson, is working perfectly.
Oh, news to these ears, G-Man. Oh, sounds like the dame is heading up the stairs now.
I heard it's getting even colder out there. Need me to come and warm you up?
We have a problem. The marshal wants to talk to me again.
All right. He talks to everybody, so what's the problem?
He said he needs me to go into more detail on my story. Said there were things that weren't adding up. Needs me to clear up some things. I don't know what to do.
What do you mean you don't know what to do? You go talk to the cop. Keep telling the same story I gave you. There's really nothing to it.
But what if he knows something?
Look, after he brought me in last time, he started trying this bullshit out of my past to get me to slip up. Found out some shit that happened way back in the fucking day. He is desperate. He is fishing. He ain't no smarter than us, okay?
So if it's nothing, tell me where you were that day. The day the plane crashed.
From 10 a.m. to 11:15, I was in here with you, counting cans, widgets, and supplies. That's all that matters, and that's all you need to keep telling people. And if things get too hot, just start taking the fifth. You know what, better way? Ask for a lawyer. His punk ass had to provide you one if you asked for it, okay?
How long do we keep lying?
Look, it's just for a little while longer, okay? So did you get rid of the boiler suit I gave you last week?
Buried it out behind the booze barn. Nobody will find it there.
You buried it?
It's not like we have anywhere or anything to burn it with. If I threw it in the garbage, it would be hauled out with everything else and could be retrieved. Burying it was the best I could do.
Best you can come up with. Okay, I guess I have to figure out a way to get rid of those for good.
We only have an hour before I have to be back. Do you still need help relaxing?
You know I do. Come here.
Jackpot. My client is going to be happy about this, but I've closed my case. Can I get that thing to make photographs?
Everything is recorded digitally.
What does that mean?
It's all on film.
Oh, like a stag film? Oh, aces.
That's right.
Can I get 2 copies?
I will make one and send it direct to your client on your behalf. I'll get the address from Mr. Kelly.
Huh. All wrapped up like a pretzel in there.
All right, I think we've seen all we need to see.
Well, look at that. Upside down. Wow. That's a new one.
I'm turning this off now. We both got what we needed. I'm going to go see if we can't find those coveralls and get some answers tonight.
I'll give you 6 bits to turn that picture show back on and walk away for 30 minutes. Come on, Marlow, I need this.
No! Come on! Some professionalism, maybe.
Oh, from what I see, Marlow, she's a pro, all right.
Decorum! Man, come on. We both got what we needed. Let's go.
Recording stopped.
And is sticking out to me as an issue. The other cargo loaders I chatted with never mentioned anything about helping the logistics arch team with inventory counts. In fact, they said nobody ever asked them to do that, so then why did Mr. Wolford ask you?
You'd have to ask him. I can't tell you what he was thinking. He asked and I gave him a hand. We help each other out around here when needed, especially down in the arches.
And you were with him for 90 minutes on the inventory count?
Yes.
Okay. Last time we talked, you said it was only 60 minutes.
Fine. 60 minutes then. You have me a little nervous over here.
Why be nervous? I mean, we're just chatting, right? You're helping me clear things up?
I'm just making me nervous, that's all.
All right. Here, let's try this. What is it specifically that you're nervous about? Let's see if we can't resolve it here and now so you can be more at ease.
I don't know. It's being in here talking to you. That's what I'm nervous about.
But this is our 3rd interview. The first 2 interviews, you were nowhere near this, agitated. You were calm and helpful. So what happened between then and now? Let's try to fix it together.
I want to...
Come on in.
Yeah, Mr. Kelly said you... What's going on in here?
Come on in, Mr. Wolford. Please, have a seat. I was just re-interviewing Miss Kellogg about her statements from earlier, and your name came up quite a bit.
Get it.
The deputy brought you up, not me.
Yeah, it's all good, Renee. I got this.
So you were together for 60 minutes doing inventory.
If that's what we said last time and is in the notes, sure, we'll go with that.
Uh-huh. And what were you taking inventory of?
Whatever your notes have us saying for the last time, we'll go with that too.
Miss Kellogg, I apologize, I forget. It is Mrs. Kellogg, right? I see the ring on your left hand. Just want to make sure.
Yes.
Yes, the ring is on your finger, or yes, you are married?
Married.
Not to Mr. Wilford, I'm assuming.
No.
Right. So when you see him most days at 4 p.m., you're doing inventory.
You're being a smart guy, Deputy? Asking questions about stuff you seem to already have the answers to.
Sorry, Mr. Wilford, I was asking Miss Kellogg, not you. Mrs. Kellogg?
You don't gotta answer that, Renee. You know, it seems you and me had this conversation before, Deputy. We ain't talk to you no more while having no lawyer present.
So then you've been authorized to speak on behalf of Miss Kellogg. And does her husband know that, as he be the only relationship partner any court would recognize as valid?
We are done here, Marlow. Let's go, Renee.
So then neither of you can explain these pair of coveralls, stolen from the VMF Arch and buried behind the booze barn, exactly where we were told to find them by Mrs. Kellogg.
What? No, I...
You two-timing little... Back off, Marlow! Back off or I'll blow her fucking head off!
Jazz, what are you doing? I swear, I never...
Shut your mouth, bitch!
Where are you gonna run to, Wilford?
That's none of your concern, Marshal. You've done enough already to fuck this whole operation up.
All right then, normally this is where I outline 3 choices a suspect has before things tend to go south. Now in this room there are only 2, so I'll make this quick. 1, you take the gun off Miss Kellogg, you put it on the table and you step away. I arrest you and we take things from there. 2, you move the barrel of that gun from her temple and take aim at me, but I promise you, Wilford, before you're able to get a bead on me and pull the trigger, you'll be dead.
Or I can just head on out.
I have Detective Johnson right outside, ready to shoot you if you walk out with anything other than your hands up. Like I said, only 2 options.
Jazz, no!
G-Man. Square? I'm all good. How is he? Oh, looks like you fogged him up, but good. Yeah, kid's still breathing, though. This is Deputy Marshal Marlow, medical emergency. We have a man down in a large conference room. Requires immediate medical attention. Miss Kellogg. You all right? You Jake, baby?
No, I'm not Jake! The man I thought loved me and I was going to run away with just used me as a hostage and a human shield.
Oh, that guy was rotten from the start, baby. A real wrong number that was stringing you along. Don't feel bad, though. You're not the first twist this has happened to.
I don't... What are you saying?
Miss Kellogg, it is my strongest suggestion you do not talk to anybody until you have a lawyer present. That said, I am placing you under arrest for false statements made to a federal agent, obstruction of justice, and being an accessory after the fact in the crash ANG-0492, and 5 charges of attempted murder, including 1 for a federal agent. You have the right to remain silent.
Recording started.
Supervisory Deputy U.S. Marshal Bass Marlow. Today is 30th January 2023. Current time is 20:45 hours. Investigation of Flight ANG-0492 and a Munson Scott sabotage concluding. Follow-up interview of Mrs. Renee Kellogg resulted in an attempted hostage situation, assault, and attempted murder by the station's logistics operation manager, Chaz Wilford. I arranged to have Mr. Wilford arrive to the large conference room in the middle of the interview of Miss Kellogg to rattle both of their cages. I borrowed a set of coveralls from one of the guys in the arches and buried it outside in the snow for an hour. Went back to get it and tossed it in a duffel bag. I didn't have time to go looking and dig up the actual set, so I had to improvise. While it worked perfectly, I wasn't expecting that Wilford had smuggled a firearm onto the station or that he had tried to use it. Speaking of, Mr. Wilford is in critical but stable condition. Our Dr. Ambrose reports he's lost a lot of blood and had a bullet lodged in his aorta. He should be dead by all rights, and his chances of recovering aren't great, but they also aren't zero. He's been unconscious this entire time and had been restrained. Once his condition improves, they intend to transport him back to the States, but for now, he's in no condition to be moved. Who he really is and who he's working for remains murky at best. There was something he said while he was looking for a way to escape that I messed up his whole operation. Interesting choice of words under pressure. Operation. I have Honolulu digging hard on Wilford, and they're coming up against all kinds of roadblocks. The kind of roadblocks that are official and firm, walls that have black book ops written all over them. Yeah, I remember Charlie talking about other players being out there. We talked about this before. Not just NSF or Beauregard Lowing or the DIA, but something even bigger. And we're pretty sure now the unknown player is DARPA. And that in some way, shape, fashion, or form, Wilford is part of that. Miss Kellogg didn't know a lot about Mr. Wilford's background or true motivation. The only thing we'll be able to really hold her on is helping Wilford hiding the overalls and obstructing an investigation. Unless we can prove she was made aware before or after the sabotage and then helped, I think she'll be able to plead this down. She's clammed up for now until she can speak with a lawyer. We'd offered up Franklin, but she apparently has a family lawyer she wants back in the States. While we are fairly confident we can pin the sabotage squarely on Wilford's shoulders, until he offers up a motive or helps connect the dots on the drug smuggling operation and the crash itself, we are at a standstill. And given the coma he's in, Ambrose says we should not expect him to recover anytime soon. So for now, investigation to flight ANG-0492 to Munson Scott's sabotage suspended until suspect regains consciousness or new evidence is discovered. Go ahead.
Oh, I sent a telegram.
Email.
Back to the States to my client, along with the film the G-Man took on them Pitch and Woo.
MP4.
Some Joes get free with their backhands when they find the old lady's been stepping out. Some cry like a 3-year-old after you take away his candy. My client just thanked me and hung up their Michi. Had a Western Union check same day in my hands, paying off the 82 clams and expenses.
PayPal.
Life out here on the ice can sometimes be like the Big Apple. You're flushed with green one day and hoping upon hope your next case comes in before the landlady comes knocking for the 2 months back rent.
We live rent-free down here, Johnson.
In any event, I'm going back to figuring out the big caper that keeps my head tossing on that pillow every night. How do I get back to where I belong? To November 25th, 1947. I was ripped out of the past, away from everything I know and love. I'm stuck here, in this crazy, topsy-turvy place at the bottom of the big blue marble. I got a score to settle with the mug that took out my old pal Louie, Boss Cyrus Maroney. A real blood debt. Whoever may be up there amongst them twinkly lights, you listen up and you listen good. I know deadbeat or no chiseler. Richard Johnson always pays his debts. I'm coming back for you, Maroney. You can make a book on that.
This is Brian Bradley. Thank you for listening to our show. We are commercial-free and able to do so thanks to our amazing sponsors. You can help support 90 Degrees by visiting our Patreon page. Go to 90degreespodcast.com. That's the number 90 and Degrees Podcast, all one word, .com. You'll find a direct link to our Patreon page where you can make a monthly pledge and get shirts, buttons, stickers, or even a shout-out as an honorary station Polly. Speaking of, we'd like to send a special shout-out to the following Pollies: Nick Wolf, Tatum Adams, Monica David, Rainbow Lights, Thomas Reisky, and L. Link. Thank you for your sponsorship. It helps and supports us in so many ways.
This has been 90 Degrees South. On behalf of the cast and crew, I'd like to thank you for listening. If you liked the episode and are enjoying the series, please remember to give us a like, a share, a tweet, send a raven, or review on iTunes, Audio Boom, or your favorite podcast site. It helps us to get the word out and keeps the cold at bay. Until next time.
You're very exceptionary. No dictionary can define what's genuinely indescribable. Very exceptionary. much more stupendous, so magnificent, so magnanimous. If we voted, it'd be unanimous. Very exceptionary. This temporary phrase will have to do. It's true for my very exceptionary. Much more stupendous, so magnificent, so magnanimous. If we voted, it'd be unanimous. Very exceptionary. This temporary phrase will have to do. It's true for my very exceptionary you. You're my very exceptionary you.
This has been a B&B production.